Good morning, people. I just wanted to tell you something that, every morning when I wake up, I have different considerations about life. I think we all do. Today's words of wisdom, if you want to call it that, would be don't buy stocks. Don't buy any stocks. And there's a reason for that, because that's the ultimate end of my thinking pattern was the stocks thing. And I was thinking this morning about corporations and how ultimately the corporations run the government, right? So if the corporations are pretty much telling everybody what to do, and the corporations are being catered to by the government because of their power, then I would like to know who takes the blame. Well, obviously you can't blame the government for our problems. You can blame the corporations, right? Well, you can break it down a little further than that. There's not one guy standing in the corporation making decisions to screw everybody over. He has to answer to a board of directors, right? And a CEO. And who does that CEO answer to? The shareholders. You. You. So if you're a shareholder and you are involved in buying stocks, then you're part of the problem. And I'm not pointing the finger. I'm not being condescending here. I'm trying to put it in a tone that people can understand, because it's a consideration I hadn't really made before. That in the end game, we all know that we can blame our government all we want for our problems. But in the end, we elected them. Now we can say that they faked their way in. We can say that they lied and they frauded and this and that. But the end game is we are really ultimately in control. We're the people. So when you go out and you buy stock in a company to try to make money for yourself, you go out and you buy stock for $20 and it doubles and all of a sudden it's $40. Where do you think that extra money comes from? Do you think that the company is making you that money? No. That money is being made by profits from your fellow man. Profits by raising prices. Profits by jacking things up to an unacceptable rate. And each one of us is to blame equally. I've been thinking a lot about this lately, and I've been thinking about how people are blaming China for all of our monetary problems. That's just ridiculous. China has their own deal going, and yeah, we've had issues with China in the past, but ultimately China is surpassing the U.S. financially, economically, because of our way of living, because we're buying all their goods. But you can't blame China either. They're just doing what we're doing. They're just trying to make a living. So you can't blame another country. You cannot blame the government. You can't blame the corporations or the companies for the situation that we're in. All we can blame is ourselves, because each one of us as an individual makes the decision to what's important to us. And without us trying to make profits and make more than the next guy, without competition and capitalism, there would be no corporations, there would be no stocks, and there would be no wars. So, stop buying stocks. Much love, everybody.